I'm Ashley Holt. And
we've been coming to the well for about 2 years.
we can count, right? I didn't picture myself doing this, especially during my summer break. I was like, oh, I'm going to sleep. That's what I wanted to do.
Maybe get a summer job.
Maybe. And so when we were asked to serve, especially in kids, Amanda's amazing with kids. Perfect.
I think
I didn't know if I was. I never tried it. And so I was pushed into it lovingly. And I loved it. So it was great. And then office work is just doing what was needed, and I felt useful. Something I've never felt in a church. Well, we went to a big church. It wasn't like we knew a lot of people. We went in, and we kind of vaguely knew of the pastor. Of course, he stood up there and talked, but we weren't
hey, how are you doing today? He's not really involved in our lives. We weren't getting involved with anyone else around, and we were in Sunday school, and even that was really big, and so it was really hard to even remember who was coming from week to week. We started going to school in Arizona. We chose another Christian school to go to, mostly just because,
it's what we knew. I think it was comfortable, and not that we didn't want to pursue Christ more, but definitely on my side of things, it was well, I've only known a Christian school, so why exit my bubble?
Yeah.
But my bubble moved to Arizona.
And that bubble bursted when we got there. In Arizona, our relationship with God is different. It was completely new to us. We had a choice of whether we're going to follow God or we're just going to leave that behind. What it was is that we weren't being held accountable. It was just us being over there. We don't have to go to church on Sundays if our parents aren't there to make us. We know Christian requirements, I guess you can say, because the only thing that you had to do was take one class your first semester, a Christian worldview, and then after that, it's all on us. And it was hard. Until maybe November of my freshman year, where I was just okay, God, this is yours. I can't do this on my own. And then a few months later, it was just everything was falling into place. He met our needs in so many ways that we never even realized. He met our financial needs by providing us a car. Soon after that, he got us, I got a job. And then from there, it was just everything was slowly coming into place.
Chelsea came up to me and she was like, hey, how's your week been? What's going on? On Wednesdays we have this young adult, and my first thought was, And so she was like, yeah, 6:30 you come. I was like, oh, that's so interesting that maybe I'll go. And I mentioned it to Amanda, and her first thing was,
See, it's already the end, because it's only first 3 weeks. Wouldn't it be weird if we just went? I even talked to my mom about it. I was like, should I go? And she's like, yeah, definitely go, get involved. They made us feel so comfortable, just talk to us, how's your summer going? How's the school year? And then it really was fellowship. It was starting off being really great. What we talked about was fantastic, because we got into scripture, learning about how to worship in your anger, worshiping in fear, worshiping in hurt. And just over the last the course of this past year, and even in 2 years, I was wrestling with a lot of anger and hurt and just fear that I hadn't known about. And I'm still wrestling with it. It's not I went to Connect Group and it's all healed, but God revealed every week to me. I had that opportunity to really connect with people my age, but also grow in my own relationship with Christ that maybe I've left dormant because I was too afraid of the fear. I was too angry. I was too hurt by something that I just wasn't realizing.
I think God laughed at us because we were oh, 3-4 weeks, nothing's gonna happen. And he's like, you think I need a time?
Just wait.
No, just give me an hour. Yeah. And that first hour we went, he proved to us I'm so much bigger than 5 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever you want to count. And that sprouted into like we're going on road trips, we're grabbing lunches after Sunday service, we're doing like hangouts at night, we're just like chilling. We're more than just a young adult's Bible study, we're like this young adult like friendship. So it was really, yeah,
definitely. And I mean, we've gone out and hung out with them, and we know them, so I feel comfortable coming back and just being like, hey guys, let's catch up, let's see how it goes. So I'm really excited. Like, even though we're moving back to school this fall, like we'll be able to come back and not be so out of place.